After the man took the magic pill, his brain was developed to 100% capacity. No matter which field he entered, he excelled effortlessly. Staring at the stock market, Eddie had a bold idea. He borrowed $100,000 from a loan shark.
You understand? You don't pay, you know what we do? I cut you at waist. Peel your skin up over your head and tie a knot in it.
Eddie didn't feel scared at all. Back home, he calculated the stock market trends, and soon he made $200. When his ex-girlfriend found out Eddie had become rich, she didn't hesitate to invite him to dinner. Before long, Eddie used his wit to win the appreciation of a financial tycoon. Once he'd made a name for himself in the financial world, Eddie started considering running for president. But just then, the pill's side effects kicked in. He began seeing double. Eddie went to the subway station and accidentally bumped into the loan shark's guys. When they were about to beat him up, images of Bruce Lee's martial arts moves popped into Eddie's head. Even though they were outnumbered, Eddie still defeated them. After getting home, Eddie slept for 3 whole days and nights. When he instinctively reached for another pill, he realized he had almost none left. He thought, since he'd learned so much knowledge, he shouldn't need to rely on the pill's power anymore. So he opened those contracts on his own, but the data on the contracts might as well have been mocking him for being an idiot. He couldn't understand a thing. Helplessly, Eddie took another pill. Then, he looked at the phone book his brother had left behind and called each number one by one. Soon, Eddie got in touch with the pill's manufacturer. With the manufacturer's support, Eddie resumed his plan to run for president. But at that point, the financial tycoon bribed the pill manufacturer, hoping to use this to blackmail Eddie. But Eddie just stared at the tycoon like he was an idiot. It wasn't until he walked the tycoon out that Eddie finally spoke up.
That van's gonna rear end that taxi.
What?
So he's going 30 miles an hour, he's 60 feet to stop, he doesn't have room.
What van?
I see everything, Carl.
He'd figured out the tycoon had a heart condition just by touching him, and that his chances of survival were very slim. The tycoon, realizing how powerful Eddie was, could only leave.